Ladies, gentlemen and graduates, welcome to this Birmingham City University Awards ceremony. This is a formal ceremony, but we do want you all to enjoy yourselves. So please feel free to clap and cheer as loudly as you can. There is no problem at all with you taking photographs, as long as you don't block the view of those around you. We want to make sure every family sees their graduate cross the stage without disturbance. So would ask to follow these 3 points. Please turn all mobile phones to silent. Please remain in the hall until the ceremony has been formally closed. If young children get restless, please see your nearest door steward, who will show you to a small room at the back of the hall where you and your child can still see the ceremony. Now, as the processions enter the hall, please stand.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this award ceremony. Will you please be seated and make yourselves comfortable? I have pleasure in declaring this congregation open. I preside over this ceremony as Pro-Chancellor of the University, and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to participate in such a wonderful celebration of our students' achievements. I'm going to call immediately upon the Vice-Chancellor to give the opening address.
Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course our graduands. As Vice-Chancellor of Birmingham City University, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this afternoon's awards congregation. Welcome, first and foremost, of course, to all of our graduating students. You all looking resplendent, sat in the stalls here today, in what I hope you believe is a really incredibly special setting in the Symphony Hall today. It's all about celebrating your achievements, but also I'd like to offer a special welcome to all of your family, your friends, your supporters, your partners, all of the people who are here who have been supporting you, our students, over the last few years. Their role has played no small part in helping you to reach the position that you are here today. Graduation has always been one of the greatest pleasures for me working in a university. The formal traditions of graduation go back many centuries. That's why we all wear these rather grand robes. But it's no empty ritual. This is all about recognizing real achievement by real people, you, our students, and indeed our staff, many of whom are sat on the stage here this afternoon, because you both together have worked in order to create a genuine learning community in our university, to advance not only your personal insights, but I also hope the knowledge that is now available to the society as a whole. Now, like many of you, I joined the university just over 3 years ago. Some of you may have been here a little longer than me. But together, over the last few years, we've seen the university grow and develop dramatically over the last few years. The most outward visible symbol of that has been the kind of physical changes we've been making in terms of our estate and new buildings. While you've been here, we've kept up with an ambitious pace of development. We opened the state-of-the-art Parkside building down in Eastside in 2013. And the beginning of this academic year, we opened our new flagship Curzon building. And in the last year, we've confirmed our plans to build a brand new conservatoire for the musicians you heard earlier and the others, as well as new student accommodation and new teaching and office spaces as well. And also we announced a major new investment in life sciences and health-related subjects, including the new School of Life Sciences, which will be part of a new state-of-the-art building in the City South campus, which will be completed in 2017. And this will reinforce our role as one of the region's largest providers of qualified health, social care, and teacher training professionals. But buildings themselves are just simply bricks and mortar, steel and glass. What matters most is what happens inside those buildings. And it's the efforts through people such as yourselves who study, who learn, my colleagues who teach and research, that are actually making the differences on a daily basis. And one of the highlights for me in the past year has been working in partnership with our Students' Union on the Extra Mile Awards, because they've been about recognizing staff and students who have been making a difference. We received a record 900 plus nominations last year from our student body, nominating individual staff members and other fellow students who you believed had gone that extra mile. And you can read all about those awards in your congregation brochure, which I hope you all have, and you'll be able to see some more specific examples of what I mean. But what I'd like to do today is to pick out two recipients who are from your school. Anne Cuban, who was Programme Director for Community Health Nursing. She won the most engaging and inspiring Teacher of the Year last year in the university. And Edward Freshwater, a student who completed his BSc Honours in Nursing, was highly commended in the Student Academic Leader of the Year category. So that's great that your faculty had some winners in the Extra Mile Awards. I'd also like to focus briefly on another way in which the university has been making a difference. Just over a year ago, the university, like all other universities across the country, were assessed for the quality of our research. It's called the Research Excellence Framework, and we've had 11 subjects recognised in the university as having international significance. Twice as many of our staff were submitted in producing internationally recognised research compared to the last time we were assessed in 2008. But what sort of interests and excites me more than anything else is the fact that our latest results showed that over 90% of our research is seen as outstanding and delivering outstanding impact externally. And impact, for me, is the most crucial thing that we can do around research. It's not just researching for the sake of creating new knowledge, but it's actually how we pursue that knowledge, how we apply that knowledge, how other organisations, how the world of work, how the professions, the health service, the education service, the social services apply that knowledge to real problems, to real issues. And that's what we focus on in terms of our research. Your faculty has been very much in the forefront of that. 100% of our submission in the allied health professions was judged to have very considerable or outstanding impact. And more than half of it was recognised as having internationally excellent or world-leading research, which is a stunning result delivered in an area of research that we've never submitted before. For example, our mental health research has challenged prevailing beliefs and practices and led directly to significant and important changes in service delivery and design right across the world. The work of our pain research group has furthered the understanding and management of chronic pain, leading to significant improvements in patient outcomes and patient satisfaction. This work is really very important, but also it extends beyond our national borders. There's, of course, an understandable emphasis on the country's, by the country's media on our NHS, and indeed many of you will devote most of your professional lives to its service. But our faculty at the university has also been interacting about the global importance of healthcare and the global healthcare community as a whole. And therefore, this has been really important to further our understanding of best practice worldwide. For example, 2015, a number of our radiography students took part in an exchange with Dalhousie University in Canada. Some of our operating department practice academics developed important workshops on theatre practice in Kuwait, and they're returning to do so. And we come to develop a really strong and close partnership with Vietnam in terms of supporting their nurse training by working with Viet Duc Hospital and Nam Dinh University Hospital of Nursing. And of course, we've now recently announced a major partnership with the University of Mauritius to begin to improve their nursing provision as well. And these are really important international developments. So not only are we looking and working with the UK NHS service, but looking and working with international as well. I'd also like to highlight the difference you have made this Christmas. Many of you, and the Christmases of every year that you've been with us, because you've been working to support the cancer charities through the Faculty of Health's wonderful Macmillan Tree of Thought, and that continues to be a major feature of your faculty. So really very important stuff. And our pursuit of real-world impact is the foundation of everything we do in our university. We're very proud about our applied and practice-led form of higher education. We believe that the focus on practice, the focus on doing things, as well as the focus on learning things, is relevant both to you, our students, but also our employers, the professions that you go on to work with, and society as a whole. And we also believe it's what helps us set us apart from many other universities and what will set you apart as a graduate of this university. It's certainly been our aim since the day that you arrived and joined us at the university to give you the specialist skills and knowledge valued by your particular professions. And the skills that you've been developed have led to some fantastic and outstanding performances by some of your fellow students over the last year. And I'd just like to pick out one or two examples of these achievements. Deborah Cooper from BSc Nursing was named the Cavell Nurses Trust's Outstanding Student Nurse of the Year across the country as a whole. And this is the third time out of the last 4 years that a BCU student has won this prestigious award. Rebecca Kidman, BSc Honours in Mental Health Nursing, was appointed one of the editors of the Student Nursing Times. Graduate Melanie Matze was awarded UK Radiographer of the Year. And in May last year, student Laura Fitzgerald was named the Nursing Times Student Nurse of the Year for Mental Health. Some of our students were also involved in winning the highly prestigious new award of Healthcare Team Challenge for the West Midlands back in June, and it's the first of its kind in England, which certainly put all of the participants through a multidisciplinary team against students from other universities in the region. So these are all great achievements that some of your fellow students have managed in the course of the last year. Graduates, today is very much about you. This is your day. It's a day that I hope you will reflect on your time while you've been a student, reflecting both on your experiences in terms of your studies, but also your experiences in your personal life, because I'm sure there were many changes in those while you were studying with us. It's a day to celebrate the things that you've learned and probably the many friendships that you've made during the course of your studies. It's also a day to feel incredibly proud of yourselves for what you have achieved, because you have achieved a great deal. Of course, it's also a day to look forward. Today is not the end of your studies, but very much the beginning of the next chapter of your lives. And of course, it's a chapter that will bring a whole set of new challenges for you. But I think we've worked hard together to make you as ready as possible to face those challenges, because now you will be equipped with the skills and the knowledge to navigate in this fast-changing world. We certainly believe in you, and we'll always be here for you as well. Now, while I know many of you have gone on to securing your first step in your chosen career, 90% of our graduates are employed within the first 6 months of leaving us. But if you still need help from us, we are here to help you. Our career service, your personal tutors, your faculty, staff are here to continue to help you. You can always come back and ask and use that advice. That is why we're here for you. And you will also become part of an outstanding alumni association, many of whom have gone on to make a real difference in the world in over 100 countries of the world. You'll always, therefore, be part of the BCU family and part of our story. And that's why it's really important that you keep in touch with us and we hear how you continue to make a difference in your futures. So please stay in touch. You'll automatically become a member of the Alumni Association. We'd like to hear if you move address, let us know so we can keep in touch. You can keep in touch with your fellow alumni as well. And that will ensure that we hear the great stories that you'll be hearing some of later today from one of our alumni as well. So graduates, today I offer each and every one of you my warmest congratulations, and I hope you enjoy the day, celebrate the day, and go on to do great things in your future. You may not know this, but as you collect your certificate once you cross the stage, have a look at the certificate, because the motto of the university is on it, Age Quod Agis, which literally translates as do what you're doing. In other words, whatever you go out to do it with focus, do it with passion, and do it to the best of your abilities. And we probably capture the meaning in its modern sense by saying do and be the best. So as you move on to the next stage of your lives, make sure you do and be the best. Congratulations, very well done. Thank you. We now turn to the presentation of our awards, and sadly, the first of these is to be made posthumously to Lisa Pendry, one of our former students in the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions. With the university's sincerest condolences, I would like to welcome Lisa's parents to receive the posthumous award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing on behalf of Lisa. I now call upon the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health and Education and Life Sciences, Professor Ian Blair, to commence the presentation of award holders.
Vice-Chancellor, as Executive Dean, I present students from the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences who have qualified for the award of degrees, diplomas and certificates. I invite Tim Davis to the lectern to present award holders from the Defence School of Healthcare Education.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Defence Healthcare Studies, with First Class Honours, James Clifford Campling. Kelly Emma Lupton. Diploma of Higher Education in Operating Department Practice, Nathan Christopher Chamberlain. Natasha Hamshaw. Brett Harker. Sakviti Loku Enderaj. Glenn Long with distinction. Lawrence Tier. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing Adult, with First Class Honours, Natasha Jeanette Baliski. Sophie Louise Barber, with First Class Honours, Hannah Mary Morgan Bartlett-Jones. With First Class Honours, Madeline Elizabeth Blakeborough. Ashley John Cade. With First Class Honours, Emily Louise Carr. With First Class Honours, Elizabeth Crofts. With First Class Honours, Rebecca Kate Dixon. With First Class Honours, Alexandra Yvette Doyle. With First Class Honours, Blessing Zimvo. With First Class Honours, Samantha Jane Eagle. With First Class Honours, Imogen Coral Ely. With First Class Honours, Jordan J. Hennessy. With First Class Honours, Emily Louise Johnson. With First Class Honours, Thomas Meadows. With First Class Honours, Hayley Olivia Mills. With First Class Honours, Andrew Michael Minshall. With First Class Honours, Sebastian Mawaru. With first class honours, Nicola Bernadette O'Donnell. With first class honours, Gemma Louise Probert. Javid Sattar. With first class honours, Jessica Leanne Searle. With first class honours, Danielle Maureen Thorpe-Gray. With first class honours, Georgia Rose Welch. Abigail Marie Wrigley. With first class honours, Charlotte May Young. This concludes the presentation of award holders from the Defence School of Healthcare Education.
I now invite Lisa Jesson to the lectern for the presentation of award holders from the School of Allied and Public Health Professions.
Master of Science in Advanced Healthcare with distinction, Anna Martina Ruhlmann. Marjorie Elise Veneman. Master of Science in Advanced Practice Nursing, Pascal Billekens. With distinction, Keridwen Estelle Blackburn. Willem Bremen. Zoe Ann Cartwright. With distinction, Michael John Dixie. Lisa Michelle Goff. Angelita Rahman. Caroline Wolfrat Alloway. Master of Science in Health and Social Care, Alka Kathara Agrawal. Sarah Saeed Ali Zati. Master of Science in Public Health with distinction, Samantha Chapman. Jane Heron. Postgraduate Diploma in Community Health Nursing, District Nursing, Liana Jacqueline Boas. Lucy James. With distinction, Donna Martin. With distinction, Suzanne Needham. With distinction, Maria Ann Stubbs. Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting, with distinction, Israt Bano. With distinction, Victoria Ellen Hanley. With distinction, Sarah Louise Story. Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, School Nursing, with distinction, Monique Julianne Jazz. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Health Nursing, District Nursing, with First Class Honours, Naomi Ann Allen. Laura Brown. Tammy Marie James. Hannah Jutte. With First Class Honours, Samantha Leslie Tullett. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Diagnostic Radiography, Rhoda Jane Chirimanzi. Teshome Asmalash. Mohammed Isaac Ibrahim Kale. Shamas Elahi. Kelly Ford. Imran Iqbal. Jaspreet Kaur. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Wellbeing Nutrition Science, Fardosa Sisman. Tamar Clark. Dawn Hutton. Svetlana Lizovska. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Radiotherapy, Michelle Henkerman. Diploma in Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare, Jeddah Kathos. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing Health Visiting, Andrea Rochelle Allen. Sabrina Maria Gonzalez. Margaret Mary Hanlon. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing School Nursing with First Class Honours, Diane Edkins. With First Class Honours, Jabran Khan. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Speech and Language Therapy, Laura Lucy Curtis. Terry Deary. Annabelle Gibbons. Nicola Claire Hawkins. Danielle Keenahan. Javaria Mahmood. George Martin. Saliha Nazir Matawala. Amelia Jade Smart. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care Diagnostic Radiography, Laura Stacey Clark. Emma Corbin. Shailesh Kumar. With distinction, Gary Puller. Rachel Elizabeth Savage. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care Long-Term Conditions, Julie Byong. Stephanie Shamishko Chiduku. Rebecca April Crawford. Stephanie Fitzgerald. Sarah Louise Griffin. Kirsty James. Amelia Jones. Christian Lee Pagan. Rekha Salan. Karen Louise Wilson. Diploma in Higher Education in Operating Department Practice, Shireen Ahmed. With distinction, Rachel Aspinall. With distinction, Scott Calcutt. With distinction, Matthew Clarkson. Andre Rosalind Connor. Kerry Crump. Victoria Rose Colwick. Crystal Davis. With distinction, Stephanie Duval. Lauren Page Edwards. Sarah Harford. Lauren Peduzzi Hicken. Jessica Hyde. Paige Irene Jones. With distinction, Charlotte Mayle. With distinction, Leanne McGrath. Jodie Morris. Katam Neva. Asia Ralph. Lee Rigby. Tracy Louise Smith. With distinction, Philip Swain. Reese Gareth Thomas. With distinction, Laura Thompson. With distinction, Laura Jane Wall. With distinction, Sam Ward. Ahmed Younas. Diploma in Higher Education in Paramedic Science, Charlotte Armitage. Robert Ewan Aubrey. With distinction, Daniel Lewis Channon. With distinction, Raquel Cowley. David English. With distinction, Amy Jade Escott. With distinction, Adam Tobias Fenn. Georgina Esther Francis. Emma Hall. Hannah Julia Hartley. Jodie Hemsley. With distinction, Molly Hodges. With distinction, Stephen Johnson. Mark Andrew Lewis. Daniel Mayhew. With distinction, Stephanie Lorraine Noakes. Howard Payne. Benjamin Daniel Pritchard. Stephanie Rotier. Andrew Russell. Sarah Jane Seamerson. John Shield. With distinction, Deanna Alex Sterling. With distinction, Matthew Roy David Stringfellow. Daniela Marie Stubbs. With distinction, Carol Ann Till. Trevor Ashley Wayne. This concludes the presentation of postgraduate and midwifery award holders.
This completes the first presentation of awards to students from the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences.
We are this afternoon absolutely delighted to be conferring the award of Doctor of the University upon Jo Brand. I now call upon the University Orator to give the citation.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, today we confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University, honoris causa, on Jo Brand. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an old story about a man who goes to see his GP. Doctor, he says, I'm really depressed. What can I do? The doctor says, well, I could give you some antidepressants. And the man says he's tried them, they didn't work. So the doctor says he should take a holiday. Same answer. Then the doctor has a really brilliant idea. He says, why don't you go and see that fantastic comedian at the Hippodrome tonight? He'll cheer you up. And the man replies, Doctor, I am that fantastic comedian at the Hippodrome tonight. Judging from that rather muted response is more than I'll ever be. Laughter and mental health are, of course, inextricably linked together. Laughter can be cruel and depressing, yet once you get over your fear of something, you can start to find it funny. So it's entirely natural that one of Britain's great comedians isn't here just because of her jokes, even though they are undoubtedly better than the one I just told, but because of her career-long commitment to mental health, whether as a practitioner, an advocate, or a campaigner. Now, going back some years after school, Jo Brand's working life began in a pub, then at Barnardo's, and then at a unit for people with learning difficulties. She qualified as a mental health nurse and for 10 years worked in psychiatric hospitals in London and Swansea. And at a time when the alternative comedy movement was burgeoning, an agent saw potential in her classic combination that we all now recognise of deadpan tone, sharp-eyed satirical commentary, and a willingness to get in first on the subject of how she looked, which in those days included Doc Martens, which if you look carefully you see she's still wearing, cropped hair, and a manner you might describe as morose punk. For but not now. For self-deprecation, witness her chosen stage name in those distant days, the Sea Monster. Her talent for allowing others to have fun at her expense was stretched to the limit during her first stand-up gig, a legendary occasion when she was so nervous that she drank 7 pints of lager, withstood a torrent of sexist, body-shapist and generally F-laden abuse, and left the stage at the end of her act to deafening silence. So if you get nervous coming up on stage today, just think about that. Jo Brand, of course, had the last laugh, with 4 British Comedy Awards in the space of 20 years. Her successes have included popular TV shows such as The Brain Drain, Jo Brand Through the Cake Hole, Jo Brand's Commercial Breakdown, Have I Got News for You, and QI. She's made guest appearances on Absolutely Fabulous and has always been up for the special kind of risk and gift that comes of doing charity numbers for comic relief, in the style variously of Fame Academy, The Apprentice or Bake Off, or in the dance episode of 2009 when she memorably did a positively uncanny impersonation of Britney Spears. I'm told she will repeat afterwards in return for a very large charitable donation. As a writer, she has been drawn consistently back to The Nation's Health. Her 2011 series, Getting On, won her a BAFTA award and cast an unflinching comic light on the work of a geriatric ward. The concern for the nation's health has always taken Jo Brand beyond the sphere of comedy or even of the NHS. Patron of many charities, she helps raise awareness of numerous conditions, from Alzheimer's to self-harm, and actively raises funds for institutions like Great Ormond Street and Children in Need. As the author of novels and non-fiction, she articulates for thousands of other people the dilemmas of being a real woman in a world of perfect shapes and alpha-tinted aspirations. And her defense of social justice and her concern for some causes some might think absolutely lost are amply illustrated by her passionate support for Crystal Palace Football Club and the Labour Party. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems a strange thing on a day when hundreds of our graduates are looking ahead to careers in the NHS to be honouring someone who decided, after all, to pack it in and tell funny stories for a living. But Jo Brand's great career carries far more important lessons for a group of people starting out in life. The more adaptable you are, the greater your chances of success. The more you confront people with their prejudices, the more likely it is that you'll change them. The more you learn to laugh at yourself and life in general, the more you'll be able to cope with what life throws at you. All of these things Jo Brand has illustrated and embodied magnificently throughout her long and distinguished career. So, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, it gives me great pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor to confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University, honoris causa, on Jo Brand.
As Vice-Chancellor, I exercise the authority of the Academic Board and confer the award of Doctor of the University honoris causa on Jo Brand. I now invite the Pro-Chancellor to present the degree parchment and commemorative medal. I'm delighted to say that Jo will be addressing you, the congregation, later in this afternoon's proceedings. I now invite Professor Ian Blair to continue the presentation of awards.
I invite Lisa Jessen to return to the lectern to begin the presentation of award holders from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions.
Postgraduate Certificate in Dimensions in Healthcare, Coronary Care, Susan McMahon. Postgraduate Certificate in Dimensions in Healthcare, Neonatal Critical Care, Leanne Jade Nolan. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dimensions in Healthcare, Charlotte Causa. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dimensions in Healthcare, Infection Prevention and Control, Melody Gaudin. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Mental Health Studies, Child and Adolescent Mental Health, Emma Louise Blackburn. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, Tracy Ann Saul. With First Class Honours, Hannah Stella Alton Reynolds. With First Class Honours, Lucy Alina Anderson. Claire Melissa Atfield. Rasheen Kahir Bailey. With First Class Honours, Danielle Barlow. Emily Bradley. Kerry-Ann Charles. With First Class Honours, Laura Christopher. With First Class Honours, Laura Cross. Molly Davis. With first class honours, Amy Dixon. Christine Sarah Eddy. Farah Sophia Albach. Victoria Alice Felton. Emma Alicia Flett. Emily Rose Foster. Lee Kathleen Freeman. With first class honours, Rebecca Gauntlet. With first class honours, Ashley Ray Hall. With first class honours, Christy Hardy. Selena Harewood. With first class honours, Bryony Esther Magdalena Hartrop. With first class honours, Daisy Alice Hill. With first class honours, Rebecca Claire James. Olivia Johns. With first class honours, Yvette Jones. Emma Marie Joyce. With first class honours, Conchita Maria Laporte. With first class honours, Sophie Louise Matson. Gemma Louise Masters. Lindsay Ann McAvoy. With first class honours, Colette McGrory. Kitty Bluebell Merriman. Kelly Tracy Jane Morgan. With first class honours, Cheryl Louise Murphy. Melissa Murray. Harninda Najar. With first class honours, Sophie Louise Orbston. With first class honours, Abigail Panay. With first class honours, Ella Eileen Proctor. With first class honours, Samantha Rubridge. Holly Claire Roper. With first class honours, Sarah Louise Salt. Beth Stevens. Charlotte Katie Lillian Sutcliffe. With first class honours, Rebecca Elizabeth Swarbrick. With first class honours, Gillian Swash. With first class honours, Emma Unit Legg. Rianne Louise Ward. Jade Marie Wardby. With first class honours, Annie Wenham Flatt. Lucy Ann Williamson. With first class honours, Sophie Woodhouse. With first class honours, Dana Wright. With first class honours, Victoria Louise Young. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare, Susan Mary Hughes. This concludes the presentation of award holders from the School of Allied and Public Health Professions.
I now invite Helen Holder to the lectern to complete the presentation of award holders to the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work profession.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, Adults. With First Class Honours, Victoria Adcock. With First Class Honours, Yvonne Afori Ewele. With First Class Honours, Selina Ifunwa Akwabawa. With First Class Honours, Adewale Adedeji Alabi. Anisa Ali. Nafisa Ali. Zakile Cecilia Eliu. Jennifer Kelly Allen. With First Class Honours, Jake Carl Allen. With First Class Honours, Laura Sean Anderton. With First Class Honours, Elizabeth Suzanne Andrews. With First Class Honours, Ucharia Lucy Api Monjang Fu. Nadia Aranye. Chanel Arnett. Amy Askey. With First Class Honours, Courtney Samantha Aston Briscoe. With First Class Honours, Cheryl Ackfield. Sajida Badat. Sarah Jane Baker. Alexandra Bamfield. Ilanda Adele Barnes. With First Class Honours, Shawnee Louise Bartlett. With First Class Honours, Kashana Battix. Mary Bailey. With First Class Honours, Ranaz Begum. Shamira Begum. Chloe Victoria Bell. With First Class Honours, Gurjit Bulper. With First Class Honours, Joanne Bonner. Natasha Jean Bulaki. Hayley Louise Bradley. Jessica Grace Brandreth. With First Class Honours, Rachel Brew. With First Class Honours, Hannah Brightman. Annette Brooks. With First Class Honours, Candy Brown. With First Class Honours, Melissa Bunting. Gail Julie Burton. With First Class Honours, Nicola Keynes. Stephanie Monique Campbell. Naomi Carr. Natalie Caspel. Lewis Castle. With First Class Honours, Chinzia Chambers. Chloe Chetwins. Chloe Alice Chain. Stacey Louise Chick. With First Class Honours, Ruth Marie Christie. Caroline Clegg. With first class honours, Hayley Marie Coates. Rachel Coles. Rebecca Lee Collier. With first class honours, Abigail Marie Conway. Rosemary Darley Cook. Louise Coop. Donna Annette Cooper. Joanne Carol Cooper. Nicola Samantha Coulson. With first class honours, Francesca Alice Creedy. With first class honours, Jonathan Crew. With first class honours, Laura Rose Critchley. Leonie Crook. Ellie Elizabeth Crutchley. With first class honours, Alexandra Curry. With first class honours, Shana Rachel Davidson. Danielle Davis. With first class honours, Sophie Davis. With first class honours, Julie Dent. Lloyd Brian Daliweo. Kaylee Sarah Diamond. Amy Duckhouse. With first class honours, Helen Louise Duggan. Flavia Odessa Dupuy. Rosie Victoria Ellis. Elizabeth Evans. With first class honours, Keelia Evans. With first class honours, Laura Marie Evans. With first class honours, Anissa Farine. Naina Faye Jane. With first class honours, Mary File. With first class honours, Gabrielle Charlotte Fenelon. Ellen Heather Fielding. With first class honours, Eleanor May Finnegan. With first class honours, Elizabeth Alice Finneran. With first class honours, Emily Ann Fisher. With first class honours, Kellyanne Flanagan. With first class honours, Katie Fletcher. With first class honours, Trudy Elizabeth Fletcher. Chloe Ruth Follis. With first class honours, Jane Linda Ford. Abigail Forrester. Lindsay Fox. Alice Catherine Fraser. Peter Claver Gamby. With first class honours, Gemma Gardiner. Gladys Gaspar. With first class honours, Leah Deanna Gibbs-Lamb. Oliver James Gillick. Heather Gittings. With first class honours, Rachel Gittings. With first class honours, Sarah Elizabeth Gozzard. Leanne Greaves. With first class honours, Charlotte Green. Hannah Marie Griffiths. Leanne Michelle Griffiths. Jessica Jane Gum. Nicola Guy. Thomas Hadley. Jodie Haynes. With first class honours, Saba Hamid. With first class honours, Julia Rose Hancocks. Natalie Hannay. Rebecca Emily Ann Hanson. Jenna Louise Hardiman. With first class honours, Hannah Louise Harris. Lucy Harrison. Maysara Fauzi Naif Ahmed Hassan. Marie Houghton. Stacey Hayward. Nicola Claire Heath. Jennifer Beth Heaton. Samantha Healy. Laura Tia Hicks. Michelle Ho. With first class honours, Amber Hodges. With first class honours, Catherine Hoggins. Juliet Andrea Holmes Bailey. Rosemary Hooley. Sibanizio Hove. With first class honours, Joanne Hudson. With first class honours, Zara Beth Hall. Claire Hunt. With first class honours, Hinsha Hussain. Arusa Iqbal. With first class honours, Vina Marie Isip. With first class honours, Anna Jefferson. Spiwe Jokonya. With first class honours, Catherine Jones. With first class honours, Faye Elizabeth Jones. With first class honours, Molly Ann Jones. With first class honours, Vanessa Stacey Jones. Lacadia Kayemba. With first class honours, Sophie Kavanagh. With first class honours, Rachel Marie Kearns. Robin Kenny. Lauren Kenning. Selena Khan. Mahayran Kanon. With first class honours, Brooke Kimberley. With first class honours, Leanne Kinsella. Taylor Lee Kerwin. Belinda Mambo Singham Kubri. Larissa Emily Kerpill. first class honours, Hayley Marie Kite. Rebecca Lambden. Sophie Lem. Maisie Amber Lewin. Emma Lewis. With first class honours, Rebecca Christine Hannah Lewis. Chelsea Lindsay. With first class honours, Robin Lingard. Donna Mary Logan. With first class honours, Stephanie Lovack. With first class honours, Cherry Holly Lowe. Shannon Lowe. Sifi Maduma. With first class honours, Hannah McGill. Memory McCory. Vistis Mala. Sundas Malik. Sarah Manning. With first class honours, Paris Martin. Sultana Matin. With first class honours, Bethan Mayo. Naomi McGann. With first class honours, Emma Kate McGee. With first class honours, Jessica McGee. Hayley Marie McLaughlin. Amy Jordan Meredith. Ben Middleton. Sian Louise Middleton. With first class honours, Gemma Millward. With first class honours, Rebecca Jane Mitchell. Mercy Malazi. Kirsty Jane Monnox. With first class honours, Rachel Haley Morris. Claire Ann Mulligan. With first class honours, Verity Jane Munslow. Hannah Murphy. Rufaro Batizwa. Lingui Nudlovo. Simiso Nudlovo. Esther Wangari Ngugi. With first class honours, Sarah Louise Noakes. With first class honours, Mia Page Norton. With first class honours, Michael Quadwo T. Wiriko. Casey May Oglesby. Oninyi Maureen Agogo. Mariama Uman. Elizabeth Parla. Sharanjit Panasar. With first class honours, Danielle Margaret Parker. With first class honours, Mesha Parker. Sophie Parr. With first class honours, Jade Charlotte Parish. With first class honours, Sarah Peach. With first class honours, Sally Pierce. Kaylee Perry. Miranda Louise Perry. With first class honours, Letitia Pitters. Charlotte Powell. Elizabeth Amy Poyner. Charlotte Miriam Quinn. With first class honours, Kate Lauren Shepherd. Gulshan Rashid. With first class honours, Dora Ahenwa Reeves. Rihanna Rochelle Reid. Janelle Leah Rose Rhodes. Joanne Richards. Louise Russell. With first class honours, Nikita Salmon. Kay Sanders. Ariane Suzanne Santos. Mariam Sakwab. Joanna Catherine Sargent. Carly Ann Saunders. With first class honours, Laura Emily Sessions. With first class honours, Layla Rabina Salma Shaheen. Kimberly Sharp. With first class honours, Fleur Shawburn. Rebecca Jane Shutt. Kellyanne Simmons. Abigail Lucy Simmons. With first class honours, Jodie Smith. Kate Louise Smith. With first class honours, Annette Stewart. With first class honours, Olivia Sutton Davis. With first class honours, Felicity Swift. Charlotte Sykes. So Shan Tai. With first class honours, Laura Jane Talbot. Suzanne Tarkowski. Charlene Taylor. With first class honours, Ashley Taylor Wong. Sally Tennant. Bethany Timmins. Poppy Tranter. Catherine Truella. Megan China. Janice Tatenda Tsiga. With first class honours, Katie Louise Turner. Morvette Louise Vernon Dixon. With first class honours, Rebecca Walker. With first class honours, Georgina Webb. With first class honours, Katie Louise Wheeler. With first class honours, Emily Whitehouse. Robin Wilcock. Charlotte Wildblood. Trevor David Wilkinson. Harriet Williams. With first class honours, Stephanie Kareen Williams. Natalie Ann Wilson. With first class honours, Jennifer Ann Whitnall. Certificate of Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare, Naomi Fearon. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare, Mudagamwu Kadagoda. Samira Mohammed Saeed. Diploma of Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare, Caroline Jane Shirley. Certificate of Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare, Suzanne Wood. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Work, Jodie Patricia Delaney. Rebecca Gardiner. Melissa Mahachi. Perpetual Tabadzwa Manyika. Nazra Omar. Katie Irene Rowley. Rachel Simbarassi. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Caroline Louise Bernard. Sinead Bridget Mary Bromley. Mandy Louise Harrison. Navjeet Kaur. With distinction, Claire Ann Millard. Delshad Oakes. Lynn Walmsley. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Acute Care, Lethiwi Gambi. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Cancer Care, Jenny Stokes. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Haematology and Cancer Care, Holly Catherine Aston. Michelle Lucienne Noriez Wright. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Infection Prevention and Control, Tonya Elizabeth Wakefield. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Paediatric Cancer Care, Josephine Francis Nichols. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Paediatric Palliative Care, Andrew Richmond. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Palliative and End-of-Life Care, Andrea Salmon. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Perioperative Practice, Maria Teresa Roda. Diploma of Higher Education in Nursing, RN, Hannah Cherie Amriaz. Nazreen Khan. Hannah Elizabeth Qureshi. Christiana William Worrell. Advanced Diploma in Professional Studies in Dimensions in Healthcare, Neonatal Critical Care, Sujat Thomas. Advanced Diploma in Professional Studies in Dimensions in Healthcare, Pain Management, Lizzie Mugabe. This concludes the presentation of award holders from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions.
And this completes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences. As Executive Dean of the Faculty, I'd like to extend my own congratulations to all of the university's graduates who are with us here today. Now that you've received your awards, you may join a community of thousands of Birmingham City University alumni around the world. We will follow your careers with interest and look forward to celebrating your successes with you throughout your lives. Our alumni make a real difference across the globe in a variety of ways. The Birmingham City University Alumni of the Year scheme recognises graduates whose achievements and contribution to the community have been outstanding. For this month's ceremonies, the university has named 2 Alumni of the Year, and I'm delighted to call on David Roberts, the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Design and Media, to present the Alumni of the Year award to you today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Berman graduated in 2009 with a BA Hons Visual Arts by Negotiated Study, and today we recognise her as one of our Alumni of the Year in the category of Enterprise and Innovation. Angela came to our university already as a successful businesswoman. She started designing her individual characters under her Berman Bears brand in 1998. Berman Bears began when Angela painted 4 bear characters and supplied prints to a store called Beatty's, now part of House of Fraser. Customers asked if they could buy the real bears the pictures were based on, which inspired Angela to develop the 3D version. The business now produces a range of contemporary, traditional and vintage-inspired characters made using the finest materials and designed to last, as the best bears should, for generations. Despite her initial success, Angela saw an opportunity to improve her business through a more formal grounding in the techniques of fine art, and so it was she came to our university to specialise in soft figure sculpting. During her time here, Angela focused on learning as much as she could from her teachers and fellow students, but also on building a network of contacts, which led her to a retail collaboration between the university and the mailbox. After a Dragon's Den-style presentation to a panel of business executives, Angela was offered to be part of the retail initiative Birmingham Made Me. And not only were Angela's own artwork and her Berman Bears for sale at the store, alongside 14 other graduates' work, but Angela was also asked to manage the successful venture itself. The Birmingham Made Me Retail Collective ran for 12 months, eventually winning the Idea Birmingham Business Collaborative Design Award. And since then, Berman Bears have been made available at the Handmade Boutique in Solihull, Great Western Arcade in Birmingham, and the Grace Church Centre in Sutton Coldfield, as well as by private commission, and the business is flourishing. Now, during her degree, Angela also created a very special bear, Whisper the Listening Bear. In her final year, she wrote and illustrated Whisper's story. Whisper himself and his story are resources for childcare professionals who work with children with issues of bereavement, trauma, and abuse. Whisper is a unique bear with 2 sets of ears, carrying his special listening ears with him in a little suitcase to make sure he's always ready to listen. Whisper visits children in hospitals, hospices, schools and clubs, and he becomes very much the third person in the room whom the children grow to love and trust. Whisper has also helped Angela and others raise thousands of pounds for charity, riding on Angela's back as she abseiled for West Midlands Air Ambulance and even completing a Birmingham half marathon on a runner's shoulders for Edward's Trust. Angela's work proves the simple thing that a successful business can be built on personal passions, that enterprise and innovation can have a significant impact on welfare and well-being, as well as on the financial bottom line. So Angela's goals for the future include having Whisper manufactured so that many charities, therapists and organisations who work with vulnerable children could afford to have one as part of their resources. For Whisper and the many other Birmingham Bears, she's also investigating animation, interactive computer games and apps, and the possibility even of her own Birmingham Bears store. And we've every confidence that eventually she will achieve her goals. For this reason, I am delighted to name Angela Berman as one of Birmingham City University's Alumni of the Year, and now invite the Pro-Chancellor to present the commemorative parchment. And it is now my particular pleasure to invite to the lectern our Honorary Award recipient, Jo Brand.
Hello. Hi there. Well, I'd like to start by paying tribute to two groups of people here today. The first group is those poor sods on the top tier up there. Hello. I feel dizzy just looking at you. I'm not terribly good with heights, but if I see anyone starting to go, I'm quite comfy to land on, so I'll run up there and catch you. And the second group of people I'd like to pay tribute to is the group of women who made a very brave, solitary crossing of the stage in ridiculous shoes. Well done. I really wish I knew a shoe fetishist, because in that position I was in, it was a full-on view. It was brilliant. I wasn't quite sure what to talk about. I mean, if there's any smokers in, I'm only going to be an hour. And no, I'm not. I'm going to be 5 minutes. But I thought it might be a bit patronising to give you some advice. So I'm just going to tell you very briefly about some of the basic tenets that I've lived my life with. They won't be a help to you, but, well, who cares? They might, I don't know, they might. But anyway, as an ex-nurse and as a comedian now, obviously my favourite motto is laughter is the best medicine, although I find that tends not to work in the case of impotence. Now, the other thing I would say, this is highly unlikely. If your hobbies are being miserable and bickering, by all means, get married. I have been married for a very long time, and the third thing that develops when you've been married for a very long time is a language that you didn't really know existed. And that language with me and my husband consists of him giving me clues about what he'd like me to do. So, for example, for my birthday recently, he bought me a dress which was 2 sizes too small. Yeah, because he'd like me to lose weight. So for his birthday, well, actually, he handed it over to me. He did say something. He handed it over to me and he went, "Look forward to seeing you in it." So for his birthday, I bought him a coffin. And now, the other thing that I've always found very useful in life is if you don't possess the kind of academic zhuzh of getting a first, you can in some ways present a picture of academic achievement. And the way I've done that is by using a lot of big words and reading the newspapers thoroughly, so I know absolutely what's going on. And that's kind of helped me out in a lot of circumstances. When I was at university in Uxbridge, a little rural hamlet in West London near Heathrow Airport, I used to work as a barmaid in a trucker's pub. And that was a nightmare, to be honest with you. And one night, well, horrible truckers used to come in every night, I'm afraid, and be abusive and what have you. And one night a trucker came in and he had a tattoo on his stomach of a naked woman, and he lifted it up to show me. And he said to me, "What do you think of that then, love?" And I said, well, its penetrative use of disparate archetypes, coupled with its emergent visceral power, transcends the mere convergence of the visual and the tactile. And his mouth stayed open just long enough for me to empty the ashtray into it. There's a much ruder version of that joke, but it's the afternoon, so I haven't done that. I also think it's important for those of you that are going into nursing just to remember how frightened people who are ill can be, and how we just basically need to be kind to them as well. And I think, I'm not saying that that's something you're going to forget, but it does get forgotten in the heat of the moment. I was actually in charge for a couple of years of a walk-in psychiatric emergency clinic in South London, and in those days, the 1980s, yes, I know I don't look old enough, but the big problem for us really was the way the police dealt with people with mental health issues, and I know that that's changed an awful lot. But just to give you an example of the sort of thing we were dealing with, one Sunday morning, a police van drew up at the door. Out jumped 6 policemen carrying a man who had a pigeon stuffed down his throat, and he'd bitten the head off this pigeon and forced it down as far as he could. The police brought him in. This guy was kind of purple colour, and even though I wasn't a very good nurse, I knew that meant he was choking to death. So we took him into a room. We used a very complex nursing procedure. We hung him upside down and hit him on the back, and it came shooting out. And I did say to the policeman in charge, why on earth, when you had him in your van for 20 minutes, did you not get the pigeon off him? Pardon my language, because this is exactly what the sergeant said to me. He said, well, we did get it off him, love, but he made so much fucking noise we shoved it back in again. So, I do hope that things have improved since then. I know there have been a lot of steps forward, a few steps back, but I think things are very gradually improving. And I think the other thing to do is to be careful in your life not to jump to conclusions as far as appearances are concerned. When I was a student, we all carried at one time or other an emergency bleep, and we had a very young, new, kind of enthusiastic male student, and the bleep went off one day. 6 of us ran to the ward where the emergency was to see what we could do to help. He saw a woman shouting and waving her arms around, so he immediately jumped on her, got her on the floor, banged her head and held her down by kneeling on top of her, basically. And that woman was Senior Sister Mullet, who was in charge of the ward. So just bear in mind that people may not be who you think they are. The other bit of advice I've always lived by is if you see something happening that you're uncomfortable about, if you think it's not too dangerous, or maybe even if you do, intervene. I was actually in Camden Market a few years ago, and I saw a man and a woman arguing with each other very viciously. And at one point, the guy lifted his fist up as if he was going to hit her really hard. And I thought, I can't not do anything. So in my best teacherly way, I walked up to him and said, what the hell do you think you're doing? And he was so shocked, he looked at me, and as he did that, she hit him on the head with an umbrella. So I kind of felt I'd done the right thing again there. Now, I'd like to thank you for your tribute to the Labour Party over there. I am indeed a Labour Party supporter. I think it's all gone a bit weird at the moment, hasn't it? But, you know, onwards and upwards. And at the last election, despite my misgivings about poor old Ed, I did canvass for the Labour Party. And one thing that I felt was terribly important was, I don't know if you know this, but in the 2010 election, 9 million women did not use their vote in this country, which I think is an appalling indictment of us women. We must do it. So I went round lecturing people. I have to confess I did. I was at the hairdresser just before the last election. This lovely young woman, probably about 18, was washing my hair, and I said to her, "Are you going to vote at the election?" She went, "No, I don't think I'll bother." And I said, well, that's appalling, because in a Western democracy where women have so much more power than they do in other areas in the world where they are put down and their lives are miserable, it is incumbent upon you to use your vote. And she looked at me and went, "Where are you going for your holidays?" So it worked a treat. So finally, I would like to wish you all a huge amount of luck in life. I had a brilliant time working as a nurse and working in the health professions. I'm so biting my tongue because I want to do politics, but I can't, and it would be wrong of me to do so. But all I would say is, just be kind, good people. Intervene if something worries you. Blow the whistle if something worries you. Ignore this crap about whistleblowers being some sort of people who have something wrong with them. That is rubbish. If you see something you can't accept that's cruel or that's bullying, please do something about it. And have lovely lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, and we certainly welcome you to the university community, particularly putting forward some great lessons in life and great advice. Having lovely lives is a great way to end your terrific speech, but also encouraging you all to become active citizens. We'll all help to make the UK a better place if you are active citizens in the way that Joe encourages you and implores you to become. So thank you so much, Joe, for that. I must say, just to we're getting towards the close of this afternoon's congregation, and I must say it was a great privilege and pleasure to meet every single one of you and to shake your hand and to congratulate you, because you've done some fantastic achievements to date. And if I may say so, it was a great pleasure particularly to welcome our graduates from the Defence School of Healthcare Education. We're very privileged as a university to have the Defence School as part of the university, unique in the UK. So it's great to see you graduating this afternoon amongst all of our others. And I should also say that you look so splendid in crossing the stage. You all look so smart, so proud, and you had great self-confidence, which I'm sure you'll all take forward into your successful careers as you move on to the next stages of your lives. So in drawing to a close, I'd now like to invite Roisin Bailey, who graduated this afternoon from the BSc Honours Midwifery Programme, to address the congregation on behalf of you, our graduates. Roisin.
Hi everybody, my name's Roisin. I'm a graduate from the Midwifery Degree Programme. There are a whole host of people I'd like to thank today on behalf of all of the graduates and guests here. I'd like to start by thanking our Pro-Chancellor. Thank you for taking the time out of your demanding schedule to attend our ceremony. We're grateful for the interest you've shown in our achievements and for helping to make this a truly memorable occasion. I would also like to thank our honorary doctorate recipient, Jo Brand, for sharing some of her very funny thoughts and experiences, and to congratulate Angela Berman as one of our Alumni of the Year recipients. I'm sure they've given us some food for thought as we take our first steps into our respective careers. Our talented musicians from Birmingham Conservatoire, directed by Professor Chris Holding, have helped create a wonderful atmosphere here today. Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause. During our studies, we've been helped along the way by a huge number of support and academic staff. Our sincere thanks go to all of you for your guidance, expertise and enthusiasm. And we must also recognise the encouragement and support that our family and friends have given us on our student journeys. So in a moment, I will ask you all to stand, turn around and join me in giving them a well-deserved round of applause. Please stand. Graduation is a celebration of our achievement and marks the beginning of an amazing journey. As we leave Birmingham City University and begin the next phase of our lives, I hope that we will take away not just academic excellence and real-world skills, but friendships, treasured memories and experiences. I send you my warmest congratulations to everybody here and wish you all every success in your future careers. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rashid. Obviously a natural at that. Well done. I don't want to delay you anymore. I'm sure you've got your own celebrations planned. So let me just take this opportunity to add my own personal congratulations, both to the Honorary Award winners today, to Joe and to Angela, but to all of you on your incredible success and achievements. Well done. And at this point, it's time to formally declare the congregation closed. I should be very grateful if guests would please stand whilst the stage processions and graduates leave the hall. Thank you.
I don't know. It certainly wasn't.